Hey guys, it's Joe Meulemans, horticulturist and senior landscape designer with Zeeland Nursery. We're at mid-October right now, and we just recently got hit by a light frost. So even though I had my pots covered up, I still got nipped a little bit. You can see the one back over here got hit the hardest, and so I've taken that and I've cut it back and emptied out the annuals already. But my other pots still look pretty good. I've got fuchsias, Lausanne geranium, and coleus still going strong here. And then I've got some black and blue salvias and some geraniums that are still going strong in the other ones. So those are going to keep until I get another frost going on. What I'm going to work on now though is I'm going to start getting my garden ready for winter. So things I'm going to tackle is I'm going to dig up my Canna Lilies. They've been hit by frost already. And then I'm going to start cutting back my perennials that have been hit by frost and cleaning up the garden. So I'm going to start with my Canna Lilies. You can see they did get hit by the frost. A Canna Lily is a tropical bulb, and so I'm going to dig them up and I'm going to save them and replant them in the spring. So I'm using my tile spade. Again, it's one of my favorite tools for digging, and I'm just going to go around this and lift them up. I didn't get these in until quite late in the season, and so they have not gotten very tall, but they were really beautiful. This was I think this was Tropicana. That was in bloom, more of a golden orangey color, and had a variegated foliage. And then I had another variety that's kind of a cherry pink. So this lifted quite easy, and so I'm just going to kind of get this mud off. And you can see on here the new growth that's come off of the tubers here. And so what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to let them air dry for a few days above ground, and then I'll pack them in some peat, either in brown bags or in crates, and put them in a cool, dark place down in my basement. So now as we go through the fall, I'm going to work on cutting back my perennials. I'm going to start with this ribbon grass. Ribbon grass is a bit of an aggressive grass, so I really have to keep it at bay so it does not creep into my neighbor's yard. There's a variety of tools that you can use. What I'm going to use is I'm going to use my shears. I could also grab it and do my my pruning saw and cut it back. A lot of people will use a string trimmer to take it on down. So essentially I'm going to get this down to just stubble, and then pick up the debris as I finish up. And so I'll just take this on down and get it cleared away, and then I'll pick up this debris and bring it to our recycling site. So as I continue working on the garden, I'm going to go through and work on what used to be my old vegetable bed. And I have put it into a flower bed now. In the springtime it's loaded with tulips and daffodils and hyacinths, and right now it's had some really terrific summer and fall plants. And so I don't do a lot of annuals, but I did put in some marigolds, and they too have been hit by frost, and they're going to pull up out of the ground really easily. There's just not a whole lot of roots there. But then I'm going to cut back my catmint. Catmint is a really easy perennial to grow. In this circumstance, I'm going to use my pruning saw. It's a great tool to have. It's collapsible, it fits right in my back pocket, and I'm just going to gather it up. And actually this is going to be the third cutting that I do on it, because catmint is a terrific rebloomer. And so here I'm just going to cut it back to stubble again, and then it will be ready for the spring to start growing. It's just a super long bloomer on here. So a lot of this I am going to cut back as it finishes. Some of the plants that I'm going to keep standing are plants that give me winter interest. For instance, I've got some raven's grass up here. I've got some Miscanthus purpurescens, fireworks goldenrod, and some little blue stem blue heaven. But other plants that I'll leave standing is more so that they're tender perennials. And so the tender perennial that I'll keep up for the winter is I do have some hibiscus, hardy hibiscus, that'll keep up for the winter. They can catch some snow and debris that'll help to insulate them. And then I'm probably going to keep up my Russian sage also. I've had issues where I've had my Russian sage freeze out when I cut them back if we haven't had ample snow cover. So I got a lot of work to do, but hey, thanks for watching.